Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I hope you're off to a beautiful start today. It's so good to see you. Thank you for your time and thank you for your energy. And today, I believe I'm forming a bit of a support group. I've been talking with a lot of you through private messages over the last few days. We're talking about 2020. We're talking about the work that we're doing. We're talking about the failures that we had this past year and how we're working on overcoming our self-imposed oppression and rising above our old stories. So, I'm forming this support group, and it's for us who know that there is one huge liability that stands between us and creating a life that we absolutely love, one that brings us peace and joy and purpose each and every day. And that is the chronic nature of what I love to refer to as stinkin thinkin. Cyclical rumination on stuff that we know does not serve us, does not help us to feel better, does not help us to feel more possible, but for some reason we can't shake it. You ever have those days you're like, or those weeks, or those years where you're going, man, I need mental floss. I gotta figure out why this stinking thinking, ruminating experience that holds me back. Because every time I'm going for an exceptional experience in my life, every time I'm reaching for the highest expression of my life, this old thinking, this old pattern, this neuroplasticity of average and mediocrity and fear and judgment and contempt of myself comes up and rears its head and pulls me back down, and I want to be rising up. So how do we deal with it? Well, it's an interesting story. It'll take just one moment, and I know it's going to hit you where you're lit. You're going to go, oh my gosh, I know exactly what this is about. So over 35 years ago, when I was back spending time in the Himalayas, and I was learning about meditation and mindfulness, I was there because I was broken. I was there because I was sad. I was dark. I was working through alcoholism. I was working through a whole bunch of, yeah, you get it. I was working through it and I was struggling with it. And I went to my meditation teacher and I kept on saying, listen, I have these moments where I feel possible. I have these moments during meditation where I feel peaceful and I go, oh my gosh, this is what it could be. And once I start to feel like there's some building of love and light and positivity, I'm brought back. I'm brought back into this old stinking thinking, rumination, I'm not enough, being not enough. And this meditation teacher was so gentle with me and said, he said to me, all you need to do is give yourself permission to name it, and then you will tame it. Name it, and then you will tame it. Now, back then, there wasn't Google, so I couldn't go, ooh, name it to tame it, ruminating thinking, stinking thinking, whatever that is. I had to just trust. And as I got back into meditation later that day, when the stuff was coming up, I just said, oh, that's the part of me that still believes I'm not enough. Or that's the part of me that hears that voice from a parent that wasn't loving. That's the voice of me that feels like I'm still wanting to pursue my family history of drinking too much. That's me not believing I'm worth love. And when I started to just name what it was, it's almost like I just pulled the power out of it. It tends to have power over us. Now what we know from a sort of neurochemical and neuroscience is that when we have stuff that circulates in us that we don't literally sit with, and I don't mean sit with so like, oh yeah, this is who I am, and we Velcro it on ourselves. No, we sit with it and go, oh, that's an old worn out belief. And here's where it comes from. Here's why I believe I'm still carrying it. Just putting energy to naming it literally pulls the power out of it and helps to disengage, helps to unlock it. Literally helps to build a neurochemistry, a brand new neuroplasticity, a whole new pathway. So, if part of your 2020 intentions is to remove the shackles of self-oppression, identify beliefs that you know are not the truth of who you really are, that somebody sometime, even maybe yourself, has clung to keep you safe and small, or you're just like, you know what? No more am I going to allow that person or that phrase or that history to identify me any longer. Be with yourself, soften yourself, name it, tame it, and free yourself. It's a beautiful practice. It's a courageous practice. But oh my gosh, it'll transform your life. Compassion is a superpower. And let's have compassion as we move into the highest expression of ourselves. Much love and every blessing. Bye for now.